Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Shauna. Let's get into this. Guys. I don't know where you are geographically, but if you are in the tri-state area, particularly New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, I don't think PA is a part of the tri-state, but for right now, for the sake of this conversation, it is. I'm not going to jump into the conspiracy theories, but I think they trying to kill us, okay? As it's been discussed all over the news, right? All over everywhere for the past 2 or 3 days. There are a set of brush fires in Canada and supposedly have been some fires in South Jersey. Now, the issue that I'm having with that is I'm not saying that those fires in Canada cannot allow us to see the effects of it all the way here in New Jersey, but for it to skip other parts of Canada and come directly into the States, I think it to be pretty odd. Okay, what I did was I went on to weather. There's an app on your phone, particularly iPhone. I don't know how the Android works, but if you go to the weather app on your iPhone, you'll see something that says air quality. It'll tell you where the numbers are, where we are as far as the level goes with this thing. But then if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see a map. You'll see a map that's pretty much highlighting the areas that are mostly affected. Everything is pretty much color coded. You know, it's like it gives you a gauge on the levels of harm. It sort of acts as a gauge, for you to be able to see the levels of where we are. This has been going on for at least 48 hours to my knowledge. I mean, at least where I could smell and see. The visibility is really, really messed up. It's really cloudy out. It's been cloudy out all morning. As we started to progress through the day, it started to get smokier, right? Now, before I start referring this to spiritual warfare and going into how this affects us spiritually, I just want to first say that this is actually merging into the conversation with another strand of COVID. How brush fires lead to COVID. We had this conversation about the lack of oxygen. I won't get into that. Go back to the segment or Google some things, or actually just use your innate intelligence, right? I'm not even going to say common sense, because this thing is comprised of our emotions being used to manipulate us, and also it is a way to distract us from other things that's been going on. It's been brought to my attention that there was like some sort of illegal toxin spill near, I believe it was Delaware, or don't quote me on that, but wherever that had taken place, it had led to like a major spill. So not only did they find a bunch of derailed trains with all these illegal toxin chemicals, it also led to our water systems and our air quality being compromised. So that is something that we need to look at, right? Let's look at the facts. Let's not go into the mysticism, all of the things that are hard to prove, right? Let's look at the things that are directly in front of us that we can see with our natural eyes, that we can draw a conclusion from. Say there is a fire. Okay? Usually, when these brush fires occur, We have helicopters, drones, and a bunch of videos circulating online to allow us to see. Haven't gotten any of that yet. Secondly, if you pay attention to all of the things that are going on, evolving us, again, look at geographic location. I'm still not really getting how New Jersey is getting smoke and flame from a fire in Canada. We have a lot of fires in New Jersey that are actually plausible because Jersey has a lot of land, right? We are the Garden State. We have a lot of disposable land in the South. We never smell or see anything when we have fires in our own state, in our own backyard. I mean, it's a 2-3 hour drive, right? That's another thing to consider. I'm just throwing that out there to have people really look at this thing from different angles. Okay, let's say this fire is real. How long is this supposed to go on? Because we know brush fires are hard to put out, right? At this point, if we're being boggled down with smoke, what's going to happen next week if they, didn't put the fire out yet? Canada isn't small. In the area where they're saying it's a string of fires, not one, multiple, happening at one time. Right? So that's weird. Now, my issue is that I work in the public school system, so I'm just not really understanding why other townships and municipalities were urged to either not send their children to school or come and pick them up for a half day. But yet, none of the schools in Essex County where I am, meaning Newark, Irvington, were asked to keep the children home or come pick them up early. That to me is alarming. It's a red flag. Especially when we are thinking about the history of Newark, New Jersey in itself, and then just the history of the country as a whole. Doesn't sit well with me. Next thing I want to really just hone in on is that this is our respiratory system being compromised once again, right? So we have to really be careful on what it is that we're ingesting right now. I would say stay away from the dairy. I haven't eaten anything. I had banana water and trail mix all day. I wanted to eat, but I didn't want to go outside on my break because it was that smoky, and it's just, I don't know, it's bothering me. So I would say to get some water, boil some water on your stove. Try not to do the oven. If you have humidifiers, air humidifiers, that might be beneficial to you. I would not urge or encourage anyone to go out and work outside in this. I wouldn't even urge anyone to turn on the air conditioners right now. Maybe a fan, not an air conditioner, for multiple reasons, but that I won't go into because this is not a science topic or anatomy or, chemistry. But I would say not to turn the air on if you don't have to. If you have a fan, that might be better. Especially if you don't have like a filtration, system. So air humidifiers, boil some water. If you want to hang out in the bathroom and probably, let some hot water run, close the doors so the air can become a little moist, create a little area that's not comprised of the majority of the air quality. this air is seeping in through the windows, so it's not like we can totally escape it. Now, when it comes to the spiritual aspect of this, we all know my stance. We're being attacked, right? Spiritual confirmation. We're being attacked. Spiritually. Again, if you can look up a map, particularly on the iPhone, because it's a more precise picture. I don't know if Google is going to have a map that's highlighted like the Apple app, weather app. However it goes, understand that we are breathing in the air. I wouldn't even say keep a mask on indoors. I wouldn't even encourage people to smoke right now. Right now, everything we're doing needs to be evolving water. We need our hands in water, our bodies in water, near water, water boiling, water drinking. Hot tea right now will really, really be helpful. I would even say that trying to like stay away from anything that may be too hot right now. And again, that's including you working out outside. Because when you work out, your pores open up and it opens up all of the airways. And all you will be doing is consuming whatever this is. We don't really know. I lived in Florida. We had a pit. I know what burning leaves and wood smells like from a distance and from up close. What I'm smelling does not smell like that. What I'm smelling smells like plastic. I've burnt plastic before, and this is what it smells like to me. Maybe my nose is crazy. Maybe y'all are smelling something different. Maybe I am taking this thing a little too far, right? But I'm sure that it doesn't smell like anything that I know trees or wood or leaves or anything can smell like when it's being burnt. If you have any essential oils, like a rosemary or a thyme oil, peppermint oil, lavender, eucalyptus, even if you have oregano, if you have sarsaparilla in the form of oil, you want to boil some water and put a few drops in the water or your tea. Or if you're going to put it in the tub, probably drop a few, like put some on the walls. Put some on the walls inside of the shower. Or like in the corners of the room and the floor. I am lightheaded. And I have a headache. Okay? So, please, guys, let's start taking this stuff serious. We know the times we're in. We know people are out to get us. This stuff is toxic. So much so that it can be cancer forming. So anything you have to do to keep mucus from building up in your body anywhere, do that. For me, at a time like this, I think hot tea would be the best, but that's just what worked for me and my body. There's always something different for someone else that'll work, that can be effective for someone else. And this makes sense why I've been like coughing for the past few days, like in a very odd way. But yeah, please guys, stay vigilant, stay prayed up. Even if you have to fast to get a little more confirmation and spiritual discernment about this thing, please, please, please do it. If you want to look up some scriptures that are going into detail about what we're experiencing, please share it with us. If you want to debunk anything I'm saying, please challenge me. Let's have the conversation respectfully. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys are really, 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 really taking care of yourself. Really getting some rest. Really drinking your water. Really, taking care of your family. Okay, guys? I love y'all. Please, y'all, stay safe, stay prayed up, stay vigilant. Get everything under the bosom. Cuff it. If it's important to you, cuff it. All right? And I mean people, places, and things. If it's important, tuck it away. It shouldn't be out in the open right now. There's a lot of stuff about to be coming our way. I'm not going to get into that on the podcast. I'll save those topics for more intimate conversations in intimate settings. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't go into this right now. I hope all is well. Again, please, y'all, drink y'all tea. If y'all have any essential oils, a humidifier, even if you don't, just boil some water, put a little bit of salt in it, particularly pink salt if you have it. I love y'all. Peace.